What the fuck is C Diddy? Who is C Diddy?
My booster community has loads and loads of builders, and because of that fact, I asked my Discord community to send me their best builds in their opinion so I can rate them on this tier list. All builders will be credited fully in the description in the order they were shown, and if you want to participate in community events like this, like the game jam we're doing literally right now for 1,000 V-Bucks, and weekly build of the week challenges we do for fun, join the Discord. By the end of this video, let me know your opinion on some of my tier placements because I'd love to hear it. And without delaying further, let's start rating. As you can see, we got these emojis drawn by a member called Yuki. Thank you so much. They actually sent some of their builds in here and they're the first one. So we have heart, which is the best. We have confusion. So I'll put those here when I don't quite know where we are going with it, like what we're trying to execute. C, and then thumbs down, which I hope I don't have to put any people in here. Anyway, let's start with Yuki. I gotta scale these up every time. All right. Oh, this is so bad. I just show it on screen every time. So we have a temple-like build. I recognize the template island they used for this. I don't really like templates, but I won't let that take away from the overall build. The temple looks I like it. It fits pretty well, though one thing, the trees kind of don't. As you can see, some of them are kind of floating or inside of the rocks on the side of the hills. Some of them aren't like rooted properly. There's some floating vegetation in some places that are sticking from the temple. So the foliage, most of it isn't in the right places. That could easily be overlooked, but again, the title says we're brutally doing this, so I'm going into every detail I can see. I do like the colors, like the pink horizon or the pink sky, and you can kind of tell that they use lots of trees behind the temple to, I guess, cover up something. Not quite sure what's on the top. Looks like, oh yeah, that's the rock or the foundation thing. So I guess that's what in theory people would be worshiped for this temple. The interior, you can kind of see it's very empty with just a single light inside that isn't doing much. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I kind of like it. If they just worked on the foliage a little more and the interior, I think it'd be very good. But other than that, I'll put it here in B there. And now we keep going. This one's by OracleFNC. Oh god, the fuck. Let me ungroup these. All right, we have OracleFNC. This is a in-game screenshot. So oh my god, it's like, I tell y'all, please use replay mode, man. But whatever. Okay, so as you can clearly tell, it's unfinished. I think that's a floating gallery. There's some floating pieces right there. They're lagging. Okay, let me stop joking. There's a lot of floating props around, like these two umbrellas, stairs, the fish stick logo. Overall, it looks very flat. What I mean is, there's no fencing here or anywhere. It's kind of just dirt, and then a very hard, like there's no transition to the concrete, and then there's another floor type. There's like 3 floor types in one little spot here. The dock looks pretty cool, though it doesn't really lead anywhere. I see there's some seats here. There's some seats over here. I think that's 2 floors with seats on them. I can't really tell because the quality. I think this looks like just like a beachside or a park kind of thing. So they're working on some road. I'm not quite sure. This might be because there's not a lot of like street props or something, but I don't know why we have just like little bits of grass when we are very clearly on a beach and there's grass in the sidewalk and the road itself. Yeah, but overall it's very, very unfinished. But if we kind of ignore that and just go for the build itself, needs a lot of improvements. There's also stuff sticking through. Could resize that. There's not a lot of pathing. Like, I wouldn't know where to go really if this were a POI. And they did send multiple images. So for this one, I'll put it in C because I think it has potential. Put that there. Let's go to the second one they sent. So all right, you're taking pictures of the TV now. This is the other angle. Okay, this was taken before the one we just reviewed. The building here is missing. Everything here is pretty much the same though. Here we can see this. Why is everything floating? How did we get to this point? It's casting a big old shadow right here. Yeah, I'd say pretty much the same. I guess they're using wall pieces to mark place. But yeah, it's still like very flat. Or this one, oh, I think I just put that in seals. And then this, oh, how? Floating rocks. Okay, I have no, were these floating or did they move it upwards? I can't really tell. We have like more dock pieces here, I think. And we have a gas station back there. Yeah, not a lot of things fit. I can't lie. Sorry, I have to put that down there. All right, moving on to, what's your name? IGA Minutemaidd. Okay, I think I know it from. This is from Back Room by Kane Pixel. Is his variant of it. I see a lot of primitive pieces being used. Though the walls, I can't quite recall what the scene looked like that they're basing this off of, but the walls don't really match, and that hallway very clearly doesn't lead anywhere. But also, I think something you probably noticed right away, the amount of lights they are using. You could probably decrease this to like 1 or 2 lights. I'm not quite sure why we're using this many lights. Like maybe we're trying to get a precise look with like shadow manipulation, which I get it. I do it sometimes too. But clearly, you know, you could just probably use 1 point light and change its radius to cover the entire. It seems this is playable. Please don't do that. They're using multiple barriers, I think. Yeah, just use 1 barrier, change its depth and width. Please do not do this. It's probably why your cell memory is so high. And we have pipes that lead nowhere. I wish they gave me, okay, I think they gave more images. You see the overall shape right here. Yeah, that's where we are. Let's go here. Okay, we have some layering issues. I'm sorry. This is dark. Okay, this is in-game. This is in-game, and it looks different. I don't know if they changed it. Trying to see if this is like an early build. No, I guess not. So they probably changed the atmosphere lighting or the lights itself. But again, you don't need that many lights. We have the railing with custom railings. I can't speak. We have 10k health now. Okay, wait, let me stop getting distracted. He made his own railings, which, I mean, it's cool. I guess we have, okay, I kind of like these kinds of lights. They don't do much, but they look cool. Also, that isn't being reciprocated over here. So I think this is after. No, it's not. Okay, blue and red, very harsh contrast. Yeah, and then again, you know, you see these go nowhere. So I'm not sure why they're here other than to just give more color or dramatic effect. Other than that, I mean, haven't been catching up on the back rooms or whatever, but all I can say is this wall looks from memory accurate, but the usage of devices and lights and stuff like that isn't great. So I'm sorry, brother. I have to give it a thumbs down. Let's move on to Silverskater 17. This is their build. So there's a lot going on here. The tunnel pieces. Look, okay. I don't even know how you achieve this effect. I'm not even trying to be mean. Keep in mind, how do you make the tunnel pieces yellow? I'm gonna assume they're like a new builder, which is fine, but we have like chapter 4 grass, and then we have white rock pieces which don't match at all, and then we have the border device, we have the falling tree devices, we have foliage from basically every foliage gallery, tunnels that aren't very useful and are yellow for some reason, with a road. I see other terrain off screen. There's some leaves. I can't tell what that is. Yeah, so nothing matches in this image. I'm sorry. Like if you're a new builder, I'm sorry, but you can get inspiration from Pinterest. Look up just forests or natures or roads in nature, keywords like that. Maybe you'll get inspiration. This just doesn't quite. It doesn't look great, so I'm gonna have to put that in thumbs down. I'm getting a lot of comments on YouTube right now. Here we have ShadowFNC. This person is actually a winner of a Builder of the Week challenge we do in the Discord server. So if you want to participate in these, make sure you join. You can literally just join and do the challenge. You don't have to do anything. It's just pretty fun when people participate. Anyway, wow, this looks amazing. I like the lighting. There's a lot of detail in the interior with the statues. There's a player for size comparison. Okay, actually, never mind. I don't think that's a player. Oh, but like, I really like this. Let me go over here. There's some white lighting. I'm not sure where that's coming from. I think that's from outside. I can't quite that. There's also some green lighting. I don't know where the hell that's coming from. But knowing that, this looked very, like, if this was a POI I could enter, I would probably take a few replay shots in here of myself. I really like this. I can't quite tell how big things are and if this is an actual player, because they're smaller than this, but these statues look small, so I can't quite tell how big things are. But other than that, this is our first S tier build. I really like it. It's very good. very detailed. Another build by ShadowFNC. This is before the game started, so you can see some devices. But wow. Yeah, so they have access to UEFN, so I feel like this is kind of unfair to the others. You have a vine that wraps around. I don't think a tree should go here, to be honest. It doesn't quite fit. Also aligns very close to that tree. You have, I think that's a bomb device. Have a launcher. I assume that sends us all the way over to this POI. Seems unfinished. Yeah, it's unfinished. Looks like a factory type POI. Just a mix of what's that? I'll just put it on screen. The POI from chapter 2, something docks. Mix of that with the Arctic. I think that's the Arctic pieces, and with the nightclub, I think the walls don't quite match here though. So there's a mix of a lot of galleries that don't quite fit. This looks like a capture point game though. It's a lot of barriers, and there's piece missing there. I like this though. You have a warning, so fix that, buddy. I'm joking. I'm gonna put that in A, because though the lighting is good, a lot of pieces don't quite match. Sorry about that. And the final build by ShadowFNC. Now this one, I don't know. I can't quite tell what's going on in the image for there to be purple and green lighting coexisting. I can't tell if this is like a greenhouse or something, a nightclub. A lot of missing pieces and non-matching pieces though. We have broken bricks and then steel walls and then steel lining. This might be a factory. It's also yellow. There's a lot of colors in this that don't match together. Also missing roof pieces. That might be intentional though. Seems like this tree has some crazy powers, has some smoke around it. Tree propped up by a pallet, missing walls and floor. Okay, no, I think that's broken. Some broken pieces, and they resized. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put this in B, because I don't quite know. Like, I'm confused on what the direction of the piece is. Why is there a tree illuminated by green and purple light with smoke coming from it? I can't tell you. You know, context helps with builds like these, and lighting. Here we have a build by FortniteDummy. They said this is from Pavlov's Shack, which luckily I've played before. This exact map too. From memory, I mean, it's a very simple map, just shipping containers and one house with a few windows. Not many places you can go wrong, though I don't know why there's a Borderlands shipping container just there. I don't quite know how I can review this though. It's a super simple map to make, though you can't tell by the selection. I guess they made their own doorways. I know they have door pieces and window pieces with this metal sheet type. They have to. I don't know. Yeah, I don't quite know how to rate. So simple. So I'm gonna put this in B. And then this is the upstairs where we're about to get to Warner Pump. And the railings are scaled very weird. You know, the Fortnite style, they probably use some more solid pieces to cover up this inside part floors. But if there's railings in the actual map, then I mean, you could probably just flatten these down a little bit so they don't look stretched, and probably connect them better. But yeah, that also goes in B. Now we have Now here we have TB Studios. This dude is insane. I think he's like a sculptor, which I didn't know that was a thing in the Fortnite Creative, but he does this in Creative 1.0. I can't speak. He does this in Creative 1.0. So he, like, what the fuck, man? He used the malachite pieces from Save the World and made a green dragon with a sword. I don't know what piece that is, but dude, this looks insane, dog. This man TB Studios is like one of the best builders ever. Like, the fact that people like him are in this community is outrageous. Look at this, dude. He sculpted all of this. Got like little markings in the store that are consistent. All in 1.0, by the way. Wow, dude. Yeah, that's just immediately going in higher. All of these. Look at that, man. And then we have, oh my god, dude. A build by my friend Yellowbility. I'm not even gonna rate this. I'm just gonna delete it from the project. A build by Wander. The atmosphere of this build, I love it. Look, only my close friends know this, but dude, I fuck with rain so heavy, bro. I love rain so much. I love like dark cities that are just raining with some light. I can't really explain it. Just moods like this, I love them very much. Though the roads are very, don't quite know how to explain it. The roads are very empty. I think it could use a few more cars. Plus it's a very heavy fog, so I'm pretty sure you can get away with just placing a few cars. And we have First Street. He made his own light posts, which I fuck with. Made his own medical store, which has interior. Very cool. It's autumn, so he used consistent foliage pieces here. Overall, yeah, I just love it. It's very, so I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put this in A. We have the second screenshot from the Wonder of a different build. As you can see, it's still autumn. He even got the leaves falling, still raining. Tri-Storm's Tavern. That's him. No, what on red? Okay. We have like a big building in the back. Like, dude, I love the atmosphere of this so much. He even has some cars in the background too, which I think he should do with the first part, like the first image. I think he mentioned having moving cars in the map, so maybe he just took it at a time where the cars much. Now, this one I don't quite like just because of how harsh this green lighting is from the sign. It draws your attention to it. You can't lie. The sign was probably the first thing you looked at when I pulled this image up. So yeah, with this one, I'm gonna have to go with C, just cause the lighting isn't good here. But in the other two, like, it's very dark and foggy, so you can get away with a lot of things, but he just did it very well in those two. Also, we have the second image from Yuki. I'm not sure why it's all the way down here. Sorry. So it looks like a throne room, though there's a lot of issues I'm seeing with it. For one, we're clearly indoors, so I'm not quite sure why there's an entire tree clipping through the ceiling. That's snowy. And then we have green vines and grass sticking through the floor and a lot of eggs. There's also a sign here. I can tell there's a sign. I think if you just decrease the size of the throne, remove the trees. Maybe if you want to keep the trees, then remove the ceiling. Make it a little more like it's outside-ish or it's taken over by vegetation better, because I can see that's what they're going with this, is being taken over by vegetation, though a lot of it doesn't quite match. There's also broken clocks, so there's probably some symbolism or lore here that I'm not informed of. But yeah, there's just a lot of things clipping that don't match, so I'm gonna have to put it in thumbs down. I apologize. Getting to the final person in this video, we have GhostyLikesBurger. Cool name. So okay, I can see they're going with a very retro theme. We have some pixel dithering. Is that the right word? Pixelation, I guess. So we'll just go with that. And it's just a very simple house. I like the lighting. You can tell I think they pretty much use primitive pieces for everything except the floor and the tape, some of the prop. Though it's very empty. I think if this is a house being lived in, right? I think there should be a lot more props. Maybe some posters, a clock on the wall, maybe some stuff on the floor. Who knows? Maybe a better router because you're on 126 ping. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put that in A, and the final image, which is way bigger. Holy, way bigger than the first. This is inside of the room that's shown in the background here. It's raining outside, which extra points for that. We have some towels on top of this, laundry basket. How's that? I mean, it's a very simple build, but I like it. Pretty consistent with stuff. I can't tell if this is a game, but I'd probably play it. And with that is as many submissions as I feel like doing. I'm sorry if you sent a submission and you don't see it here. Maybe I'll do another, but here's the final tier list. I would like to thank all of the people who participated. You guys are talented, even if you're in the thumbs down or whatever, or a tier you did quite like your build being placed in. You guys are still very talented. I appreciate you all for coming into this community and staying. Love you all. Hope you guys see this. I hope you guys take my criticism not maliciously. Yeah, that's all the builds. Thank you guys for watching. Join the Discord server in the pinned comment or description. And thank you guys for 6K.
Ain't no I'm gonna die in my face, I'm gonna fly, I won't sleep, all my money, all this shit, I don't